Initially, I was enrolled in an architecture program in Toronto with a full scholarship. And then I decided to go to Keren B'Yavneh. Keren B'Yavneh developed a love for what I wanted to learn, what I really enjoyed learning. And through the growth that I attained through learning Chumash through Medrash, I learned to grow a connection to the entire Torah, and not just Gemara, Halacha, Rishonim, Achronim. And when you learn something you have a connection to, the internalization is much greater, and it has a greater impact on your life, and you carry it through with you for the rest of your life. And when you go out on your own and you're not in a place that is surrounded with Torah, you're not in the place where your chavrusas and friends are there and your rabbanim are there, you end up being able to stand on your own 2 feet, so to speak, and live an independent Torah study life. Some of my fondest memories from Keren B'Yavneh was in the base medrash, actually, and I know that may strike some people as stereotypical, but it's true. When you're in a culture, when you're in an environment that really supports everything you're doing, it makes all the difference for the rest of your life. And I remember sitting with my chavrusa, getting tired, and I remember the person next to me turns around and just goes like this for more chizuk, and it was amazing. It really helped me focus, and it really helped us recalibrate where we were and what we were doing. You have people who study countless hours. I mean, I've recounted several instances where somebody actually slept in the base medrash, so not only they would be on time for davening the next morning, but so that they can learn throughout the night on several occasions. And it's so inspiring to see the level of devotion and dedication that each individual has there, and that's something that you grow with, and it's a community. From the Cholens Friday night to Rav Silver's mid-lunch Beser B'Chalav share, I have to say that the Rebbeim there were beyond supportive. When I needed to speak to Rav Silver at any time of the day, or whenever he wasn't around the yeshiva, frankly, in the middle of the night at one point, he was there and he answered. And he was always very supportive of anything I wanted to learn. I once went over to Rabbi Kritz, and I told him, I said, I don't know that I connect to Gemara as much as I connect to Medrash or Chumash. And his response was to learn Medrash, learn Chumash, and that's what I did. And I've grown a connection to Torah because Keren B'Yavneh helped me cultivate that.
We serve as the dorm parents at Touro College, and every Shabbos we host about 15 to 18 girls. Ariel gives Dvar Torahs every Shabbos, and the girls look forward to them. And I feel that his basis at Keren B'Yavneh and his solid foundation in learning brings him to give these Dvar Torahs at the Shabbos table to inspire the girls that come to our meal.
Throughout my study in Keren B'Yavneh, I realized that architecture wasn't my calling. And I spoke to Rabbi Kritz, and he suggested going into psychology, counseling. In fact, today I'm an addiction psychotherapist, and I find a lot of meaning in my work, and I don't think I'd be here if not for the guidance and the structure that Keren B'Yavneh offered. The culture of Keren B'Yavneh supported very sensitive times and difficult times for all of the Bachrim, and frankly, we all looked out for each other in many ways. One particular instance is where I wanted to make a siyum for a close friend of mine that was nifter a few years back, and the Rebbeim, the students, the Bachrim were just phenomenally supportive and phenomenally involved. We made a siyum, and there must have been like 150 people there, and I was amazed, and it's something that stuck with me till this day. I've now finished Masechtas Megillah for my 8th time this year. So I'll probably continue for the rest of my life.